Welcome back. We found Sharpay, who's digging into Stellar's brain in an effort to take control of it. And, we need to take care of her, and this electricity coming from these exposed nerves might help.
I've got this bundle of nerves. I wonder what I can use to make this into something.
What we need to use, in fact, is the piece of paperclip, once again. Wow, well done. I have to hand it to you, Roger. That was impressive. Well, that's it. We won. We beat the game. I'm sure we'll never see her again.
Wow, that was actually a great idea. Go figure.
Yeah, I kicked her butt. Just look at me. MacGyver wishes he could be me. It was bound to happen. The never-ending battle between good and evil was once again waged, and once again, good has emerged victorious. Yes, and with me on its side, how could it lose?
You know you're jinxing it, Roger.
Yes, once again, I have struck a blow for good over evil. It was in a... Hey! Ah! What? But I thought I took care of you.
Yuck.
Well, it appears you thought wrong now, doesn't it, Roger? Wilco, I haven't survived this long without taking precautions. The robot was just hardware. My mind still exists.
Oh, real wonderful.
Yikes! Tentacle rape!
Ah! Hey, watch those tentacles, lady. I thought that being partially embedded in the street on polysorbate was a strange feeling.
This does not bode well for our hero.
My, she has a different look now. I don't know which I like better.
They're both pretty bad.
Cool. A chance to check out your own digestive tract.
I'd rather it stay on the inside. Okay, how do we take care of this brain monster? You're not gonna believe this. We are actually going to use that fish we've been carrying around the entire game. 'Cause fish, that's brain food.
Fish, that's brain food.
That's what I said. I think it was over the best before date.
All right. She actually chowed down on that rancid fish. I thought I'd never get rid of that fish.
You and me both, pal. And that is actually how we finish off Sharpay. Bit of an anticlimax if you ask me, but... well, we'll have to go with it. Hey, I can see Dr. Bellows from here. What are you up to, Roger? That's interesting. Okay. I guess that's one way to signal him. He's not gonna do what I think he's gonna do, is he? He is.
Nice shot.
Oh, there you are, Wilco.
Now, enlarge us again, please.
Boy, Stellar, with all that's happened recently, I never would have imagined that we'd be standing here together.
It is a miracle, Roger. I was afraid that by the time you got my message, it would be too late. I was certain I was doomed. But you didn't let me down. What you did was incredibly brave, Roger, not to mention intensely risky. It took Dr. Bellows a lot of work to clean up after you and Sharpay. I must say, Roger, there's not a man in the universe who knows me inside the way you do.
It was a strange feeling, but I went in there all business. There wasn't a moment I wasn't thinking of your welfare.
Yeah, right.
Oh, give me a break. Let me put my boots on. It's getting deep in here.
Cheese it, pal, or I'll rip out your larynx and you won't be able to get a job doing bad voiceover work for Chinese action pictures.
What did you say, Roger?
I was just mumbling to myself. You know, Stellar, there's one thing I noticed while inside you I thought I might share.
And what's that, Roger?
You eat like a goat. You really have to change your eating habits, Stellar. I saw some things in your digestive tract I wouldn't wish on Sludge Vohall. You really have to clean up your consumption act.
Smooth, Roger, real smooth.
Yes, I know. Dr. Bellows said he was able to fix most everything done to me during Sharpay's invasion, as well as patching an ulcer that was playing havoc with my stomach. He told me the same things.
You might also try chewing. You had a hunk of Twinkoid wedged in your throat that would have gagged Linda Lovelace.
Okay, Roger, okay, I got the message. Let's change the subject, shall we? Ask me where I'm stationed next.
Why don't you just tell me?
You could play along.
Boy, some fun you are.
Sorry, I guess I'm a little grumpy. I had a real day. I had to clean the captain's log entry container. Then somebody got a nice buzz in 8 Rear and decided to take a wormhole ride in the Hollows suite. They hit a few wrong buttons, and the next thing I know, I'm cleaning Vergon Nebula sets and hors d'oeuvres off every wall and ceiling. Apparently, they truly did make the room spin. Boy, they spackled everything. Had to use the putty knife to chip loose some of the chunks of...
Roger, I'm sorry you had a rough day, but can we please change the subject?
I agree.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, I think you're gonna like your next assignment.
Really? What is it? Where is it?
Sorry, you're just gonna have to wait to find out.
And we never will. And so, Roger's latest and unfortunately last adventure finally complete. The deep ship warps off into the distance.
As Roger and Stellar warp off into the nebula set, many questions remain. Will Roger and Stellar become an item? How will Beatrice Wankmeister react when she hears about this new friend in Roger's life? Will Roger's voice be a few octaves higher as a result? Would they dare to make another one of these things? Only time and money will tell.
I've been up to my lips in urinal pucks lately. I hope it's something different.
And that's the end of the Space Quest series. No, I'm not kidding. That's really how it ends. Kind of disappointing, isn't it?
Who wrote this crap? Oh, yeah, Scott. Yeah, well, yeah, then good work.
In my opinion, the ending of Space Quest 5 would have been a better way to end the series, but then again, they didn't really plan for this to be the last game of the series, so I guess we can forgive them for that. Space Quest 6 isn't the best game in the series, but it's also not really bad. It just feels like a letdown after 4 and 5. The story itself is pretty weak. It's pretty much just an excuse to get into wacky situations, and although that was also the case for some of the earlier games, it feels like a step back at this point in the history of the series.
Did you hear about the animator who killed himself? Yeah, he couldn't draw his own breath.
The game does, however, have its strengths. I already said I quite like the graphics. The character drawings and animations are well done, and I feel they fit the comedic style of the work, though obviously your mileage may vary. Some people might prefer the old VGA style graphics to this. I think they both have their charms.
These, by the way, are the credits. They're called credits because, well, we can't afford to really pay anybody until more people buy the game.
The game is perhaps the funniest entry in the series, with some of the weirdest moments and also some great lines. This game seems to have humorous descriptions for nearly everything, and with Gary Owen's delivery, these turn into comedy gold. Some of the best laugh-out-loud moments of the entire series are in this game, and all the little in-jokes and references that Sierra is so fond of are also much appreciated. All in all, Spinal Frontier is a very funny but slightly disappointing way to end the series, but like I said, it was never intended to be the end. Work on Space Quest 7 began in early 1997, not long after the release of Space Quest 6.
All these people worked on this dumb game?
Unfortunately, the project was put on hold indefinitely in December 1997. Although Space Quest 6 had sold better than Space Quest 5, it was also much more expensive to make, and it seems that this led to the decision to put Space Quest 7 on hold. Though I personally suspect that the overall decline of the adventure game genre in the second half of the 90s also contributed to this. It seems that work on Space Quest 7 was restarted in early 1999, only to get axed right away again after the infamous Chainsaw Monday. On that day, February 22nd, 1999, Sierra's new owner closed down the Oakhurst facility and moved Sierra's headquarters to Bellevue, Washington, firing around 250 people in the process, including Scott Murphy. This was not just a death sentence for Space Quest 7, but it was a sad end to the golden age of adventure games. Roger Wilco would never clean another mess again. And that is it for Space Quest and Roger, but not for me, as I will be back with more Let's Plays soon. Until then!
Thank you, bye-bye. 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 That's it, bye-bye. No more, bye-bye. That's it, all finished, bye-bye. 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 Farewell. Farewell. Bye-bye, bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Okay, this is it, the last time. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Thank you for playing Space Quest 6. This is Gary Owens, signing off.